In 1929, a German theologian was cataloging old documents in the Topkapi Palace Library in Istanbul. Among the dusty piles, he found a fragment of a map, drawn on gazelle skin, dated 1513. At first, it seemed ordinary, another old navigation chart. But when scholars examined the coastlines, they went silent, because this map showed something impossible. The southern tip of South America, drawn with stunning accuracy, and below it, a landmass that should not be there. A continent no European had officially discovered yet, Antarctica. But that is not the disturbing part. The disturbing part is how Antarctica was drawn. Without ice, mountains, rivers, coastal details. Features we only confirmed in 1958 using ground-penetrating radar. A map from 1513 showing what the land looked like before it was frozen. Millions of years before humans supposedly existed. This is the Piri Reis Map, and it has haunted historians for almost a century. The map was created by Piri Reis, an Ottoman admiral, a master cartographer. He was no amateur. He commanded fleets. He wrote the Kitab-i-Bari, one of the most important naval books of the 16th century. He had access to the most advanced geographic knowledge of his time, and he left notes on the map itself. In the margins, Piri Reis wrote that he compiled this chart from older source maps, some from the time of Alexander the Great, some from ancient Arab cartographers, some from sources he simply called very old. He did not create this knowledge. He inherited it. The question is from whom? When the map resurfaced in 1929, scholars were puzzled but not alarmed. Then, in 1956, a cartographer named Arlington Mallory examined it closely. He made a disturbing discovery. The coastline shown below South America matched the subglacial topography of Queen Maud Land in Antarctica. Not the ice-covered surface we see today, the actual land beneath the ice. Mallory brought his findings to the United States Navy Hydrographic Office. They analyzed the map using modern techniques. Their conclusions sent shockwaves through the academic world. The map appeared to show Antarctica as it looked ice-free, a state that, according to geology, ended somewhere between 6,000 and 12,000 years ago. Some researchers argue much longer. How could a 16th century admiral possess geographic knowledge that predates recorded history? In 1960, Professor Charles Hapgood of Kent State College began a systematic study. Hapgood was not a fringe theorist. He was a respected academic. His work on Earth crust displacement had been praised by Albert Einstein himself. Hapgood assembled a team of students and mathematicians. They spent 7 years analyzing the map. Their findings were explosive. The Piri Reis Map used spherical trigonometry, a mathematical system for projecting a curved surface onto a flat plane. Whoever created the source maps understood that the Earth was round, and they understood it with precision. Hapgood calculated that the original source maps were drawn using a coordinate system centered near Cairo, Egypt. A system so sophisticated it accounted for the curvature of the Earth. This level of mathematical knowledge was not supposed to exist in the ancient world. Yet the evidence was right there, inked on gazelle skin. Hapgood wrote to the U.S. Air Force requesting an official evaluation. Lieutenant Colonel Harold Ohlmeyer responded directly. His letter, dated July 6, 1960, confirmed that the geographic detail shown in the lower part of the map agrees remarkably with the seismic profile made across the top of the ice cap by the Swedish-British Antarctic expedition of 1949. He stated that this indicates the coastline had been mapped before it was covered by ice. An official statement from the U.S. Air Force confirming the impossible. The Piri Reis map is not alone. The Orontius Phineas map from 1531 shows Antarctica in even greater detail. Rivers flowing from the interior, mountain ranges matching subglacial surveys, a continent that looks nothing like the frozen wasteland we know today. The Boichet map from 1737 shows Antarctica divided into two separate landmasses, a detail we only confirmed in the 20th century when radar revealed that Antarctica is actually two land bodies connected by ice. How did 18th century cartographers know this? How did 16th century admirals know this? The official explanation is coincidence, imagination, lucky guesses. Mapmakers filling blank spaces with fantasy coastlines. But these maps do not show fantasy. They show accuracy. Accuracy that matches data we only obtained with satellites and ice-penetrating radar. That is not coincidence. That is evidence. In our first video, we showed you the Ebers Papyrus, medical knowledge that predates modern medicine by millennia. In our second, the Baghdad Battery, electrical technology 2,000 years before its supposed invention. In our third, the Antikythera mechanism, a computer built in the age of bronze and marble. Now, the Piri Reis Map, geographic knowledge that should be impossible, a map that sees through time. The pattern continues. Advanced knowledge appearing in ancient sources. No explanation for its origin. And systematic dismissal by mainstream academia. But maps do not lie. Coastlines do not imagine themselves. Mathematical projections do not appear by accident. Someone mapped Antarctica before the ice. Someone possessed knowledge we are only now rediscovering. Someone saw the world as it was thousands of years before recorded history began. Who were they? How did they know? And why did their knowledge disappear? Because the Piri Reis Map points to something even older. Something carved in stone. Something built with impossible precision. Structures that align with stars that shifted position thousands of years ago. The next discovery takes us to the monuments themselves. And what they reveal will challenge everything you think you know about human civilization. Who really built the ancient world?